Right, let's go. Can you take this to my head, please? Oh. Cool plus cool.
That was quite pathetic, don't you think?
Oh.
To Junior Taskmaster. My name is Rose Matafeo. Some of you might recognise me from that other Taskmaster show, Boring. Some of you may be more familiar with my 30-year-long career as a professional golfer, but most of you probably know me as a compulsive liar. Now, over the series, 25 children will be battling it out through 5 heats and 2 semis in the hope of reaching the grand final and winning the thing that every child dreams of. This right here. Yes, no, it is not the head of Weird Al Yankovic. Tonight's winner will be taking home all of the prize tasks you see this evening. However, the contestants who come first and second will both win an illustrious spot in the semi-finals. Right, let's meet tonight's contestants. Please welcome Cyra! Gwen! Maisie! Ollie! And Zac! Right, now, a lot of people told me I was making a big mistake when I decided to hire this man, right? He's a weird guy, they said. What's he hiding behind that moustache? They screamed. I once saw him walk past a mirror and he didn't have a reflection. They garbled. Well, all I can say is this. He was available and he was very cheap. It's Mike Wozniak!
Thank you, Rose. Ultimately, this is a show about the dangers of playing with matches. In 2009, David Reynolds of Southampton earned a Guinness World Record for making a model North Sea oil rig using 14 million matches. It took him 15 years, during which he could have qualified as an optometrist 5 times. So don't play with matches, kids. It's not just your time you're wasting. It's that of people waiting for eye tests, potentially.
To reiterate, he was available and very cheap, yeah? OK, I think it's time for Mike to reveal tonight's prize task.
This week, our contestants have been asked to bring in the most glamorous object ever. Rose will give 5 points to the most glamorous object ever, and at the end of this episode, the overall winner will have 5 extraordinarily glamorous objects to take home with them. But let's see what our contestants have got for us.
All right, Cyra, I would love to start with you. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
I want you to tell me all about the most glamorous object ever that you've brought in tonight.
OK, so the most glamorous object ever that I've brought in tonight is silk napkins.
Oh, the height of luxury.
First of all, normal people would just, like, get tissue or whatever's close to them to wipe their mouth. But people who can afford napkins like these, reusable silk napkins, must be really rich.
Is rich the same as being glamorous?
I mean, if you're having fancy dinner parties with those and origami swans on plates, then yes.
Yeah?
I like that. All righty, Gwen, what have you brought in for your prize task this evening?
Right, brace yourselves. A bejeweled toilet seat.
Glamorous?
Yeah.
Would you say comfortable?
Hey, I see people wearing high heels. They don't look comfortable, but they're glamorous. People have to suffer for glamour.
Oh.
How do you clean that, Gwen?
Well, I would advise some very glamorous wet wipes.
Silk napkins, or...? OK, lovely stuff, Gwen. Thank you so much. All righty, welcome to the show, Maisie. How are you?
Quite well.
I would love to know what glamorous object you brought in for us tonight.
I brought in a gemstone.
OK, why are you so into gemstones, Maisie?
No idea, but I think it's got something to do with the fact that they are glamorous. I bought it in a Liverpool shop for £5. Okay?
Do you think it might have any magic in it? Are you into that kind of thing at all?
Yeah. I have a coven that I started.
Does that make you like a witch or a warlock or something?
Yeah.
What? How many people are in the coven?
4. Not including myself.
Do you do good in the coven, or you...
It depends.
OK, we'll keep an eye on you, Maisie, throughout the show. Now, Ollie, how are you doing?
Good.
What is your most glamorous object you brought in?
I was thinking that a top hat is very glamorous.
Oh, yes.
I tried to make it even more glamorous.
How so?
Stick some gems on it.
Wow, Hobbycraft are making a real mint this week with the with all of the gems flying out the door. Would you wear this out yourself, Ollie?
No.
Why not? Mike, you could really rock that.
I could pull that off. You're a drummer, aren't you?
Yeah.
Ollie? Would you consider wearing that in a gig?
Probably a singer would.
It's a very Slash look, actually.
It's quite,
yeah, if I put that on, I'd look like Slash, unfortunately. That is pretty glamorous. All right, Zac, welcome to the show. What glamorous object are you bringing to the table?
I have brought in golden Greg sausage rolls.
Zac, you're gonna have to talk me through this one. OK.
Since Greg's is like the fanciest British food chain.
Is that right? Would you guys agree with that? Greg's is the fanciest British food chain?
No.
Yeah.
Especially that donuts. Donuts.
No.
I don't even think it's a food chain.
But as you can see, it has a top hat, because top hats are fancy. It's been proven by Ollie. And it has googly eyes, because nothing is better. That's the only thing you miss.
Fair enough. OK, I'm gonna go with 1 point for Maisie for the gemstone. Cyra, 2 points for the silk napkins. I know there was technically more gemstones on it, but Ollie, I'm gonna give you 3 points, but because I love the juxtaposition of a toilet seat and jewels, it's 4 points to Gwen, but it's gotta be the Millionaire's Buffet there. It's 5 points for that. 5 points for that. The night, or as they like to say in France, le task première. Oh, comédie, bonsoir.
Task?
Task.
Task. So, lots of people assume middle-aged men like me are unable to nurture friendships and don't have any proper chums. So just to prove them wrong, I got my mate Mark involved with this next coffee-based task, so those people can just froth off.
Hi.
Hello, Zac.
Hello, Mike.
Hello, Maisie. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Hello.
Hello, Ollie. Raring to go?
Yeah.
Full of beans?
Yeah.
Should we do it?
Yeah.
Hello, Colonel Wozniak.
Hello, Gwen. I like this Colonel Wozniak thing. What makes you think of me as a colonel?
Because colonels have moustaches.
OK. And because of my gravitas, perhaps, as well?
No.
Hello, Cyra.
Oh,
What'd you make of all this?
I don't like coffee.
May I read the task?
Certainly.
Safely deliver Mike's mate Mark a medium mocha.
You cannot walk on the grass.
The fullest delivered cup wins.
You have 15 minutes. Your time starts now.
Right, so I'm thinking that guy over there's Mark.
That's Mark, all right. Some people say he's something of a snappy dresser.
Agree to disagree.
What's a medium mocha?
Well, it's in between a small mocha and a large mocha.
What's a mocha?
A mocha is a type of coffee.
How do I make it?
All the information's in the task.
So, none of you done any part-time work at a cafe, eh?
Nah. I've done window cleaning.
Have you?
And cleaning mirrors.
Really?
Yeah, I'm really good. I've made, like, some pretty good money off it.
Oh! Gwen? Yes?
I guess you could say my home is like a cafe. I'm always making tea for my parents. Always.
Really? OK, how do they take the tea?
Medium brew.
Is this paid work? Are you getting anything back for this?
Sadly, no, it's child labour.
I'm ready for a caffeine hit. Mike, who have we got?
OK, first up we have Gwen and Maisie. Made a mocha before?
No.
Why does Mark want a coffee? Does he just want a coffee?
He didn't get much sleep last night. He's had quite an intense life.
OK. I'm not going to ask. Oh.
Ah, there we go.
Is it optional to bring one of those too, Mark?
All the information's in the task.
I hate the way you keep saying that. Is that what you've been paid to do?
Right, can I have a look in the shed, please? Gonna need this and this, just in case.
It says I can't walk on the grass, does not say I cannot walk on rolls of paper over the grass.
I'm making a path, so I don't have to walk on the grass.
Wait a minute. Does not say I can't hop on the grass.
How's it going?
I just spilled cold coffee all over my hand.
Cold coffee? Oh, poor Mark.
What does he expect? Hey, it's a mocha. He never said it had to be hot.
Okay, do I have to get back?
So you've got 7 minutes left.
Oh, okay. Oh! Oh! You cannot walk on the grass.
No.
Can I run on the grass? Ha-ha!
Is that running, is it?
Yes, it's running. Woo! There you go, Mark.
You going to leave him the biscuit?
I've left him that biscuit and I'm going to eat this one.
Did you get me a biscuit?
Do you want a biscuit?
Well, I'd just like to be offered a biscuit.
I'll offer you a biscuit then. Just...
Hopping all the way back?
Would you like a biscuit, Mike?
No, thank you.
Maisie, you really look like you enjoyed that biscuit.
Yeah, it was a good biscuit.
Did you just come on Junior Taskmaster for the free food?
I prefer not to be asked that question.
You both had very similar ideas at the beginning, right? You were straight to the shed, straight with the wrapping paper. Gwen, it didn't work out for you, though, did it?
No.
How quickly did you give up on that one?
After they blew away in the wind.
Yeah, not great.
Gwen was the only person I think who make eye contact with Mark and gave him a smile. So service-wise, but equally she did also smash a glass cafetiere on his right foot. So it's very much swings and roundabouts. There's the whole debate over the hop versus was that a mini walk? Was that a tiny hop that we saw?
I would say it was a mini hop. You said walk on the grass. Some people might argue that I was standing still on the grass. Some people might argue that I was mini hopping.
Well, a very compelling tone of voice. I don't know if any of it made sense.
Yeah.
But you've got to be careful when negotiating these points with a member of a coven, haven't you, a bit?
Yeah, right.
Did you just say, yeah, bro? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm getting a stare down as well.
Yeah.
OK. Michael, I would like to see more children taking mockers to Mark immediately, please.
Here you are.
I want to know what this does. Oh, no, don't do that.
Recipes. Espresso, hot chocolate and frosty milk.
So what's a mocha?
Probably coffee, I'm assuming. Oh, that looks nice. I think that's cocoa. I'm pretty sure it's edible, though. That's the main thing.
Well, you don't want to poison Mark, do you?
Oh, gosh, this isn't working, is it? It's leaking everywhere.
Would you serve that in a cafe?
Yeah.
OK.
I mean, I would drink it.
Where do I have to deliver it to?
To my mate Mark.
It's not Mark.
Of course that's Mark.
He looks like he needs a coffee.
Yeah.
Let's go to the shed.
He doesn't look like a good man, maybe a criminal.
That's my best friend Mark you're talking about.
Get him these bricks.
What are you going to do with them?
Those little platforms.
I'm just going to use this and this. I'm using them as stepping stones.
Did I ever tell you the story of how Mark and I met?
How?
We were both backing dancers for Shakira's 2009 She-Wolf tour.
Shakira?
Yeah. So basically, he and I were working together on a sort of haddock trawler ship.
Yeah.
I was the bosun, he was just a figurehead back then. He saved my life.
Did he?
Yeah. Mer monkey tried to drag me under.
Did it?
I got snagged on his left elbow. Stopped me from drowning. Long story short, he saved my life in Vegas.
How?
I'm not sure I can tell you until you're 18.
Oh.
You've got 38 seconds left.
Oh, God.
Just look at the eyes. It makes him look desperate, sad.
Desperate. Sad.
He has no one to love him.
He's got me.
Here you are, Mark.
Is it go time?
It's time.
Here you go.
Thanks, Zac.
Wow. Bold as brass. Zac, how does it feel?
I'm pretty sure my IQ just dropped.
And the drink that you got to Mark in the end looked a tiny bit more appetising, I suppose, than what Cyra put together. You said in there you would drink it yourself.
Looking back, I think no.
Not at all. No, put off by the mocker. You were kind of really laying into Mark there.
Yep.
Sad, desperate eyes. Can you read a lot from a person's eyes? But what can you read from my eyes?
Not much.
What's going on?
Not in your life.
No. It's actually quite a good skill.
Alrighty, from my calculations, we've got one person to see now, and it is Ollie, and I'm excited.
As you should be, Rose. Let's take a look at this.
Big coffee guy?
No. Espresso, hot chocolate and frothy milk. How much sugar do you want? Shed. Got a lot of roll here, some roll there. I got so much roll.
Bit windy, isn't it?
Yes. Stay on there. Stay there. Oh, no, I forgot the marker. No. Back to the shed. Gonna put this on there.
Yeah.
Oh. I guess not. There.
Crunch time, probably. Last 30 seconds or so, Ollie. Interesting.
Here you go.
Thanks, Ollie.
Man, I have to say, that was some of the most stressful television I have ever watched, Ollie.
I think that I did well and didn't.
How was it to watch, Mike?
I think you came up with roughly 8,000 different ideas.
Half of them didn't work.
What were you doing, Maisie? You had a great idea there.
No, I was just breathing deeply because I was stressed by what just happened.
Honestly, a stressful watch for every one of you for that. This task is all about the fullest cup, isn't it, Mike?
Yes, and Mark did get 5 mockers. Zac managed 80 mils, Maisie 110. Ollie got 150 mils in the end, Cyra 160. Gwen, just 10 mils shy of the maximum with 227 millilitres.
Fantastic. Right, points-wise.
Yeah, points-wise. I mean, it's up to you how you deal with the grass-based infractions.
The grass-based infractions, right. Well, I know Zac and Ollie, there was very clear infringement. You were on the grass. So, you both get 1 point for that. 3 points for Maisie, because I don't want you to hex me. Cyra, I'm going to give you 4 points, but obviously, Gwen, I'm going to give you the full 5 points for that task. Well done.
Okay.
All righty. I want to see how that all affected the scoreboard.
Okie dokie, well, it is tight. At the back of the pack, we've got Ollie and Maisie, both on 4, then Zac and Cyra, both on 6. In the lead currently is Gwen with 9 points.
OK. Mike, what weird and wonderful place are you taking us next?
Bessie Coleman, Patty Wagstaff, Aylmer of Malmesbury. All examples of... aviation pioneers. Thank you, children. But their time has been and gone. Now is the time for these 5 contestants to show us who is the new conqueror of the skies.
Hello, Zac. Ollie.
Hello.
Hello, Gwen.
Hello.
Cyra.
Hello.
Hello, Maisie.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, thanks. Why all the yellow?
Intriguing.
Yeah?
Let's get straight to business.
Make a paper aeroplane out of one of these things.
You must use the paper you touch first.
You may not cut or tear a piece of paper.
Your paper aeroplane must look like a paper aeroplane.
Once your paper aeroplane is complete,
You have 1 attempt to launch it from the departure window.
Furthest flight wins. You have 10 minutes.
Your time starts now.
it says that I must use the piece of paper I touch first.
So that's the one, is it?
The old toilet roll hole in the piece of paper trick, eh?
I've never heard of that trick.
Come on, it's a classic!
Yeah, if I got this right, this is all about making a paper aeroplane. First piece of paper you touch, and that's the thing you need to make it out of. I would love to see how everyone got on with this.
I'll show you. Here we go.
What's going on in that head of yours?
I've already touched it, so I'm
You've gone for it. You've made the choice.
This is the paper I touched first. Is that a mistake?
All the information's in the task.
You must use the paper you touch first. Well, that's annoying.
And yes, I'm using the tiny one. So I have no idea how to make a paper aeroplane.
Oh, no.
Oh, great.
Got a circular hole cut in it.
Is that useful or not useful?
Actually could be useful.
What are you thinking?
This is going to be a very bad paper aeroplane.
How's it going?
Terribly, if you didn't notice.
Are you good at making paper aeroplanes?
No, I always seem to do the wings wrong.
Are the wings important?
Without wings, would a plane fly? Would a bird fly?
What do you think?
No.
That's bad.
It's very much modelled on the stealth fighter. Is it, Gwen?
Sure.
Yeah. Done?
Yeah.
Happy?
No, I'm not happy.
I think it's done. Actually, no, not yet.
What does it need?
Nothing. I just thought it was a bit too quick to say it's done.
OK.
Got my paper aeroplane.
Let's go yeet it from the window.
So the departure window.
Let's go!
I hate this door.
Now, Cyra, you seemed a little disappointed at the start where you were like, oh, no, it's the first piece of paper I touched. But now are you kind of thinking maybe it was kind of a good idea?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel watching that back now?
Smart.
And so you should. And so you should. So at the 1 point, let's go yeet it from the window.
Yeah!
I would love it if that's how pilots spoke. Let's yeet this plane to 33,000 feet. I mean, you guys did well, you know, using a piece of paper with a hole in it.
I'd say they seem despondent at times, but, I mean, Maisie, what does it say on your shirt tonight?
It says, we can do anything.
There we go.
Including making a paper aeroplane with a whole piece of paper, right?
It depends on if you watch the next clip or not.
OK. Can we see how these paper aeroplanes went down?
Or up, maybe. No, down. Straight down. Here we go.
Ollie, are you ready?
Yes.
Zac?
Yes.
Cyra,
Yeah?
have you secured the buffet trolley?
Yep.
Gwen, check the oil and water.
Yeah?
Maisie,
I like your lightsaber toys.
thank you.
You look very fetching in your jacket.
I really appreciate that, Maisie. It means a lot to me. Prepare for launch. On my mark. 3, 2, 1. Shots away!
It's right there. It's not even made past the stones on the shed. Oh, no.
Thanks, Gwen.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Ollie, I mean, I've got to say, that face of absolute despair. And you know what, as well? Ollie, I don't think you did as terribly as you probably felt in that moment. After watching that back, what do you feel now?
I would have probably chose the small one.
Ah, you would have chosen a different piece of paper.
Yeah.
It was very varied results. I think it was a bit of overkill to dress as a air traffic controller there, Mike, but...
Well, you get an outfit for your birthday and you find it hard to work out when you can deploy it, and it was my time.
Who got that for you? No, I won't go into that. Now, Gwen, how do you feel watching that back? It was, you did a good throw there.
It's traumatising.
It got out the window. That's all I can say. Everyone got out the window, and that is saying...
Nothing flew back in.
No.
I only have one thing. The task did not look like paper when we were doing it. It was card.
OK.
OK, interesting.
So since in the task it said the first piece of paper, technically, since the task is card, that wouldn't count.
Yes, but also technically a wholly piece of paper wouldn't count either. So I can't believe I'm arguing with a child right now. All right, so this is the question on everyone's lips. How far did those planes go, Mike?
I do have the measurements here. So I'm afraid languishing at the bottom was Gwen with her microplane, which went 82.5 centimetres. Cyra made 2 metres and 43 centimetres. Zac, 3 metres 52 centimetres. Maisie, a whopping 4 metres and 27 centimetres. And Ollie, despite being very down on himself, 6 metres and 31 centimetres.
OK, so 1 point to Gwen for the microplane, 2 points to Cyra, 3 points to Zac, 4 points to Maisie, but the full 5 points goes to Ollie.
Even with that face of despair.
Oh, wow. You know, can I tell you what I'm in the mood for, Mike?
I would be honoured if you did.
Oh, another task, thanks.
Well, the next task involves arguably humanity's greatest invention and presumably the object which inspired the wheel. I mean, of course, the humble digestive biscuit.
Oh, what's this?
Hello.
Hello, Cyra. Hello, Ollie. Hello, Gwen.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Hello, Maisie. Hello, Zac.
Hi.
Take a seat. Would you like to do a bit of small talk before we kick off, or do you just want to crack on with the task?
I'd like to just get on with the task.
I'm going to take the task.
OK.
I can't open it.
Oh.
Do I just feel sealed?
I think it's all about brute strength at this stage, Gwen.
Get the most digestive biscuits through a sieve.
You have 2 minutes to plan
And 6 minutes to complete the task.
Your time starts now.
Crush the biscuits.
That's your plan.
I feel like crumbling it.
OK.
I guess I'll just crush it, I'm assuming.
I could take them outside and drop a rock on them. They're all digestives.
OK.
It's gonna take forever, isn't it?
I do.
None of you seem to want to make small talk with Mike. Why is that?
Who can blame us?
Gosh, Mike, they're rather suspicious of you, aren't
It's
they?
withering stuff, isn't it? A rock. Talk us through that, Zac. What do you think?
Well, the first thing that came into my head was, like, pressure, so just drop thing on thing, weaker thing, go boom.
Okay. Are there other problems that can be solved by dropping a rock on them?
Yeah. Enemies.
I think at the very end, Maisie did say, this is going to take forever, isn't it? I would love to see if it did, Mike.
Well, let's find out. Here is Cyra, and here is Maisie.
How many do you think there are?
About 127.
How many are you going to try and get through, do you think?
27.
Oh my god, these are harder to crush than I thought. Oh gosh.
What's your target? What are you aiming for?
2.
2?
I know, is that a lot?
The vaulting ambition of youth. How many do you think you've crushed through so far?
Less than 1.
Oh, I do like digestives.
Is that your favourite kind of biscuit?
I don't think they're dead.
It's quite sinister.
Well, let's just say if you eat it, it's dead.
Right, okay.
You know what? I'm gonna try a different... Crushing several biscuits with my fist at the same time. I do a martial arts class.
Do you?
Yes.
What do you do?
Jiu-jitsu. It's Japanese.
How far could you throw me, do you think?
30, 40 centimetres.
OK, that's quite good, I think. 9 seconds left.
Oh gosh, it's all spilling out the sieve. This is part of the sieve. Can I just do that? Get it through the sieve.
Thank you, Maisie.
Do you know where I can wash my hands?
I do, yes.
Yes, OK.
There's a lot of biscuits that are not quite dead yet.
A haunting idea to finish with. Did any of the biscuits scream on the way through?
Yeah, I guess.
You keep your expectations low, both of you. Cyra, you only wanted to get 2 biscuits through there?
Right at the end, you had a different idea.
Well, I was noticing that they were all falling out of the sieve, which was just annoying me, but I was like, well, you can't even tell what fell out. And then it tipped through the little bit in the handle, and I was like, oh, actually, that's still through the sieve.
It was a beautiful little idea, but there was just simply no time.
No time. You keep referring to the biscuits being dead?
Well, if you are still in one piece, then I guess you're alive.
Ah, right. So a biscuit in one piece is an alive biscuit. That's terrifying.
Enough.
Either way, the biscuits, as far as you were concerned, were dead. Very philosophical, Cyra. Amazing. I understand that you're something of a philosopher as well, haven't you?
Yeah. So imagine that there's this overlord being called, say, Bob. Can Bob create a stone that he can't lift? If he can create the stone and he can't lift it, that's something Bob can't do. If he can't create the stone, then that's another thing he can't do. So it's impossible for people to actually be able to do anything.
Oh, so that's a sarcastic T-shirt.
And you've just been hit with a God paradox from a witch.
Who's next?
OK, well, here are Zac and Ollie.
We could go to the shed.
Yeah? What's that?
Hammer.
Possibly a steak tenderizer?
Yeah, it looks like a tenderizer.
Yeah.
This
Ooh.
would work.
Yeah?
It's a blender.
Blender, we're blending, are we? Shall I operate it so you don't chop your hands off?
Yes.
Can you carry this for me?
Certainly.
Thanks.
Right, where do you want this, Zach?
There.
OK, tell me what you're doing.
I'm gonna break these biscuits.
Well, as many digestives as we can in there.
Yeah.
A few more digestives put in there.
OK. So you're tenderising the biscuits.
Yeah, into powder.
Yeah. I'll put those in there.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, put that in there. I stopped.
Thank you, Ollie. Thank you, Zach.
Okay.
Shall I tidy that up?
If you want to.
Bye.
Bye.
Very impressive. OK, very similar ideas, but different execution. Why immediately the shed for both of you?
Well, probably because it has useful tools. I was looking more for like a sledgehammer or chainsaw.
It's strange that they aren't stocked, isn't it, on Junior Taskmaster? Well, think about that for next time, thank you.
Ollie, the blender did work. I think making a dry smoothie out of digestives, I think that would be a nightmare, to be honest.
It could be hard to digest.
Absolutely.
Even though it's called a digestive.
Very good point.
The anti-digestive drink.
I think you both did very well there. I'm excited to see the results. But, Mike?
Well, we've got one person left to see on this task, and it is Gwen.
Right, so the obvious choice is to mush up the biscuits. Get the most digestive biscuits through the sieve. Can I go to the shed?
Certainly. So what are we hoping to find in the shed, Gwen?
I think I'm going to need this and this.
Elastic bands and scissors.
Yes.
That's interesting. OK, what's your plan, Gwen?
My plan?
Yes.
We don't need these elastic bands.
Oh.
I am going to label this sieve and push the biscuits through it.
Creating a new sieve. How many biscuits do you reckon you could get?
2 stacks, maybe? I'm not competitive in sport, but maybe in other things. I like to find loopholes. Biscuit after biscuit after biscuit, biscuit after biscuit.
Thank you, Gwen. Cheerio.
Bye.
Bye.
Now, it could be very mean. I mean, it's hard to decide whether or not this is just ingenuity or a very cowardly loophole.
It didn't necessarily say it couldn't be a plastic bag labelled sieve. It said
so that
a sieve.
It could be that plastic bag's name is sieve.
Yeah.
It could have been a man called Andrew Sieve, for example.
Yeah. It doesn't have a birth certificate, but I call it sieve.
It's quite a strong argument.
It is quite a strong argument.
If you label something else, it's not that thing. She labelled a piece of tape sieve and put it through an elastic band wrapper thing. That's not a sieve. That's an elastic band wrapper thing.
I would argue that the tape that she actually wrote it on would be the sieve, and she didn't put it through the tape.
OK, now we're getting into semantics now. This is just getting, honestly... No, you guys, honestly, you sound like Reddit. So I'm not gonna get into that. I would love to just hear from Mike how many biscuits they did all get through the sieve.
OK, calculated by weight. Maisie got 0.44 biscuits. Cyra got 4.44.
Yeah.
Ollie managed 5.5. Zac, 8.3. Gwen, a fairly whopping 85 biscuits.
Right, OK, all right. Am I going to be evil? Am I going to be nice?
Your hair looks amazing.
No. OK, fine. 1 point for Maisie. It's 2 points for Cyra. Ollie, 3 points. 4 points for Zac. It's 5 points for Gwen. She takes the biscuit. OK. What has that done to the rankings there, Mike?
It's made it devilish close. We've got Maisie on 9, Cyra on 10, Ollie on 12, Zac on 13 and Gwen on 15 points.
OK, I want you group of absolute scallywags to make your way over to the stage for the final task of the show. Hi, Mike.
Hi.
Who will be reading the task tonight?
Gwen, please.
Oh, yeah, if I can open it.
Do you want a hand?
Yes, please.
Here we go. Sorry. Right. Here we go, Gwen.
Write the names of all of your colours in different colours. You must not write the name of a colour in that colour or use the same colour twice. Every word must be legible and you must not remove your gloves. Most correct words in the correct colours wins. You have 100 seconds.
So you've got to write the names of all of those colours, but you're not allowed to write the name of that colour in its colour. OK, no lids are to come off until the whistle is blown. And don't worry about the creeping sense of dread, that's normal. Your time starts now.
No, wait. OK. Oh.
Get those lids off.
It's a different colour to the lid.
Amazing, they have unearthed some skullduggery.
Wait, what was the lid?
Do we have to put the lids back on?
I wouldn't bother with that, Maisie. You've had 30 seconds already.
Oh.
This is like Art Attack Freddy Krueger vibes, yeah? Come on, guys. You can do it.
Yeah. 10 seconds. Please separate from your parents. Okie dokie. Rose, would you like to...
I would like to see the results of this dastardly task, yes.
Cyra.
Hey, pretty good.
Not half bad.
Gwen.
Gwen, again, recognisable, legible words, I would say. And here is Maisie's offering.
Hey, yeah.
Nothing to be sniffed at there. And I would say commendable. Some clear, actual words, soft colours.
I can see some words in there.
Here is Zac. There we go, Rose. We've got Zac's offering as well.
It looks pretty close, Mike. Come back down here and we'll see how that's affected the final scores. Mike, be a pal and talk me through that task.
Fine work from everybody. But in terms of actual numbers of words in different colours, Maisie got 4, Ollie 5, Zac 7, Cyra and Gwen drew with 8.
Whoa!
So, points-wise, that means Maisie gets 1 point, Ollie 2, Zac 3, and Cyra and Gwen both get 5 points.
Mike, can you please tell me the final scores?
We are at the very height of exhilaration because the runner-up and the winner will be going through to the semis, and we are dangerously close to finding out who they are. Are you ready, Rose?
You bet your bottom dollar I am.
Then assume the position. Perfect. I can tell you, in 5th place, with 10 points, we have Maisie. Give her a hand. With 14 points in 4th place is Ollie. Well done, Ollie. With 15 points in 3rd place is Cyra. Well done, Cyra. With 16 points in 2nd place and therefore through to the semis, it is Zac.
Let's go!
Which means...
tonight's winner is Gwen! another week. If you enjoyed the show, please leave a review on TripAdvisor. And let's hear it for all our contestants tonight. And, of course, our winner, Gwen. Good night.
For more Taskmaster, subscribe now.